Hey y'all. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. What are
Mm.
you drinking
What
tonight,
are you
Sean?
drinking tonight, Sean?
I'm just drinking some vodka. That's all.
Ha. You can't never go wrong. I'm hyped, so I don't need no alcohol because I had caffeine and coffee.
Yeah, no alcohol tonight. I'm drinking water. I was drinking some V8 juice, but I just finished it.
I do drink water too. I just like the spirits.
Drink water and mind my business is what I do. Okay.
That reminds me. That's at the end. That's part of my little video, my read a book video. At the end, he can say, drink some water, body these.
All right, we see you on one tonight. That's cool. Turn it up.
It's okay. It's yourself with that.
So everybody who is just joining us, there is my favorite video of all times was it's probably like 20, 25 years old. And it's called Read a Book. Y'all need to go on YouTube and look it up. And it's a cartoon. And it tickled me. It tickled me to no end to hear my song again. And then once y'all read it, y'all hit us up in the comments and let me know if you enjoy my little song.
That gets me.
I know I'm very childish, y'all. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
All right, so we're gonna issue the read a book challenge. So everybody go check out read a book. So
read a book challenge.
So when y'all see that video, then y'all let us know y'all watched it and what y'all felt about it.
Hello, Cherie.
Report next week. Hey, Cherie, come back to report next week and tell us what you think, y'all.
Tell me if it made you want to pick up a book.
With that being said, let's go ahead and get into tonight's topic. I know you want to talk about this, and this is kind of follow up on a question that that Jennifer was asking last week, like some dating Q&A, basic questions kind of thing. So if she gets a chance to jump on here, we'll let her ask specific questions. But also, you sent us some memes that came from somebody's book, if I'm not mistaken, that you want to talk about the different types of people. So we can use that to kind of kick off the dating questions space.
And you guys drop your questions and your comments in the chat. But so this is kind of interesting for me because it says the 8 types of people you'll fall for who won't love you back. And the problem why it was so interesting for me was I saw myself in some of them types, and I was like, I'm one of them people. They wanted people around.
I saw myself in a couple of them. I had to have a moment where I said, "Self, you might be part of the problem." That's a conversation for a different day.
Absolutely. So we want to get into it.
Let's get into
it. We'll take them one at a time. So, hey, Jasmine. Hello. And
here's my soul, sis. How you doing, Jasmine Boo?
So here we go. The first one is.
Hold on. Wait. Full disclaimer. I do not agree with the views in the comments made in this podcast.
Here we go. Your girlfriend watching.
Did you have to put the disclaimer like pause?
Nah. I'm just joking. I just want to be funny.
Glad to have you back, Jazzy.
Yeah, we're glad. Okay, so y'all, the first one is the emotionally unavailable. Now, me and Jay gonna take turns reading these now. Now, me, Jay, and Sean, but we want our male voice to be heard on the first comment behind them. So this is what it says. What it looks like. Sends mixed signals. One day they're all in, the next day they're distance. Says, I'm not in the right place for a relationship, but still keeps you around. And makes you feel like you're auditioning for a role they'll never cast. We'll tell you the lesson after we talk about it. All right. So I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I saw myself in this one. I did. And I really think I'm a combination of a few. And I don't know. I guess when you've been hurt, sometimes some people fall in love with love and they just keep trying, and other people say, yeah, nah, I can't do this. Right. And I'm one of those I can't do this people. So yeah, I saw myself in that because yeah, I'll be all in one day and then the next day I'll be like, I hate the way he breathes.
Wait. Okay, you know what? Yep. Keep rolling.
Yes.
Nah, but hold on. So with that, now my only thing with that is this. If I tell you that, look, I don't want to hurt your feelings, I don't want to make you feel like you're being misled, nothing like that. I'm not ready for a relationship. And you choose to stay. Am I trying to mislead you, or if I'm like look, because I could love you all day, but
sure.
I just don't want to be in a relationship.
I think, from my opinion, because I've dated someone that felt like that, and I've been the person many times that said that, right? And I'll be honest, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but I will tell my truth. Mm-hmm. I will be honest that I appreciated the honesty of that person, and I continued to date them because that's where I was, and I was okay with it as well. So I knew that I would never feel pressured to do anything else at the moment. I will also say that I am honest enough to acknowledge that when I've been the person saying that, let's be real, when we know that someone may genuinely have an interest in us or care about us, even when we are telling them the truth, and we say they grown, they can make up their own mind, they can decide what they want to do, there's an inherent benefit in being the one who somebody desires. Even when they know they're not going to get what they want in that moment from you, even when you know that you're not going to give them what they want, there's benefit in keeping them in that space with you, whatever it may be, whether it's a man or a woman, whether you're the man or a woman, there are benefits that we're still going to receive keeping that person in our pocket, even though we've been honest and let them know how we feel, because the longer we engage with them, the access we give, it is likely that those feelings may continue to develop, right? We ain't stupid. We know this. So that's why sometimes we allow a person to keep a certain level of access, because there's benefit. As a woman, we may be getting financial benefit from that person. We may get time when we want to have time with them. We may get intimacy when we want that. We may get arm candy when we got events to go to or professional things to engage in. There's benefit to having that as a woman, for me, that masculine energy there. Because I've been that person that was like, not ready for a relationship, just want to be single, kind of want a fun buddy. And they said, okay. And I could see when feelings were changing, and I was still like deaf, dumb, and blind. I don't see it because I told him the truth.
But I'm just gonna say this: when people say I'm not ready for a relationship, I'm just gonna be honest. The with you is silent.
And that's not always the case.
The with you is silent.
I can't agree with that all the time.
Yeah, that's not always the case.
Genuinely, you need time to be stable.
Like I don't care who it is. If they came up on me right now,
if it was the right person, if it was the right person, you would turn in your single card. The thing is that it's something about that because let's face it, with the right person, you'll settle down. I had said I wasn't gonna get married. I got married because I thought he was the right person. But you know what I'm saying?
You also had a history with this person. This ain't something random that came up and grabbed your attention. You had a history with the person that you chose to marry.
But I've also been one of those that has, delved headfirst into a situationship before when, with the person, and then later on say, yeah, nah, I don't want this one. right? So listen, that's the thing. Is the with you is silent. A lot of times people will say, because they will turn. Listen, how many people have you heard of been together with somebody for 5-6 years, won't get married, and meet somebody and go and get married in like 3-4 months when they meet their next person?
And I think that's a different thing as well, because in my opinion, most of the time in that situation, with the 3 or 4 months you've known about, ain't the whole time they've been fucking with each other.
That, or that person made some drastic changes within themselves when they were no longer with you, or had you as a distraction for whatever they were hiding from, not wanting to face or deal with whatever. And sometimes when you get that moment to be with yourself, you up level enough, right? And you then turn around and decide, I want this, or I'm ready for this, or I'm no longer afraid of this. And you meet the quote unquote right person at the opportune time. I think it's less about who you were with and more about who you are.
Or that person hurt you so much, you just went and did that, like boom, bam, I'll do this so that way I ain't gonna get hurt no more.
Very true.
Well, look at what Jasmine said. Let's catch up on these comments before I read y'all the lesson. She said, nah, that's on you. You choose to stay. And then she gonna say, girl, that was some history. Yeah, she knew my ex-husband. Yeah.
We know your ex-husband too at this point. We done been along for part of the ride.
Right.
That's a whole different conversation.
That part. Well, they say the lesson learned in this is if someone isn't emotionally available, no amount of effort can make them ready.
Boom.
So
the next one was the one who only loves the chase. What it looks like is over the top interest at first, texts constantly, plans elaborate dates. The moment you reciprocate, their energy starts fading. They love the thrill of winning you over more than actually being with you. I honestly think that's a lot of people.
Love
I think men and women, there are a lot of people who want the chase. They want the ride. They want the thrill. They like the adventure. They want the unknown and all the feels it gives them. They're chasing that high. And then once you get them, the high ain't the same. It's just like when you do drugs. The high is never the same after you get used to it, after you've done it.
That's why the first one's free.
Jasmine said he needed them workbooks too. And Jason said, hi, what's up, peoples?
What's up, Jason?
Well, all right, Jasmine. You gonna have to tell us what that means with them workbooks. We ain't in on that joke.
I need details on this. I don't think she's disclosed this with all the
She always call him slow. How about you gotta do the right drug?
And kids, that's why you don't do crack.
Listen, if ever there were a commercial for don't do drugs.
Who was on fentanyl for his bag?
Okay.
He was on the short bus.
Not the helmet head.
Dang.
You know what?
You ain't gonna talk about my friend like that, Sean. Gypsy ain't dating no man on no short bus. And you either, Jasmine. Y'all ain't gonna talk about my friend like that.
My fault. It just slipped out. I got problems.
You got problems. But tell us, like, from your masculine side,
the love the chase. Tell us.
What do you think about the one who only loves the chase?
To me, that's stupid, for real. I mean, I'm a Leo. I love the chase, but I mean, the thrill of the hunt don't mean nothing if you don't get the kill.
Oh, see,
so get up out of here with all that. And I got male friends. I love the chase. I love it. Come on, man.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What your friends be saying?
I don't know, but how old? And then the thing is how old is too old to love the chase? Because after a while, you can't run that fast.
You know what? So I got a real question, Don. I got a real question.
All right.
Because I'm fire too. I'm a Sagittarius. Y'all Leos hell on wheels. Okay.
Yeah, they are, honey.
Y'all Leos hell on wheels. That being said, fire likes room to grow. we like to ebb and flow, right? And I think that that's why Leos and Sag get along so well, because we're so similar. I can't lie. There is something in me that enjoys, I ain't gonna say the chase, because I ain't never chased a man and ain't gonna start. But there's something in me that likes. Never mind, I can't even say that out loud because it's making me realize I am the toxic one. Moving on.
You're the toxic one.
Not gonna do it.
That sentence. You finish that sentence. You the toxic one. You finish that sentence.
What I realized was there is something in me that likes being unavailable, right? And I recognize that. I recognize, and in this moment, I am having to acknowledge it, that I have been emotionally unavailable. People have told me that, and I've always been like, I mean, a little bit maybe, but no, I'm not. I am emotionally available, and I do have. Yeah, I've loved people, and it hit me when I was getting ready to say some bullshit just then, like, yeah. So I have to acknowledge that there's something in me that likes the chase, apparently. Wait a minute. Jasmine, wait, girl. Okay, hold up. Let me get back up here and catch up. Jasmine said, not only your back and your knees started hurting.
Yeah, because that's what I said about the chasing. Sometimes you're going to be too old to chase. And then she said, not only that, your back and knees start hurting.
Yeah. I ain't chased since the 1900s, Jason said. Jasmine said, Team Aries. Hey, Sharice, gold. I love it. Sag is in the house. Us Sages bring that heat, baby. Listen, pure fire every time. Jason said, Jay, take your first step. Listen, my name is Jay, and I'm an addict. Oh my God, I'm having a break.
Welcome, Jay. Welcome.
Sharice said we can walk that talk 10 times, baby.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is, I don't know if.
But hold on. Think that thought. I'm gonna let you gather your thought. But first off, I'm gonna address the chasing. See, first of all, when you an old bull, you don't run. You walk down the mountain. Only young bulls run. So ain't no chasing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And secondly, I mean, when you're emotionally unavailable, it depends on the type of person you're dealing with.
Very true.
Either they gonna rock with you and know what the time is, or they gonna be like, I can't deal with this, and they gonna bounce.
Very true.
That's what it is.
But y'all know. Remember I said combo.
But see, this is my whole point. Like, that's why I said what I said at the beginning, because my whole thing is this: you got to know people, man.
Yeah.
And know what you're dealing with, and know what you are willing to deal with.
But you got to also know yourself.
Know thyself. Yeah.
That's what I said. Know what you are willing. That's the only way you're gonna know what you're willing to deal with is knowing yourself.
But just like the light bulb just went off for Jay, the light bulb went off for me when I was reading this too. I'm the toxic one.
and y'all ain't here for me.
I'm the toxic one. And see, the thing is when I say I'm the combo of emotionally unavailable and the one that loves to chase.
Y'all both said it yourselves, so I ain't say nothing about either one of y'all. So I'm just commenting on the books and stuff.
Read a book.
I mean, I want to be honest because that's the whole point of why we do this, right? We sit in the hot seat. We have transparent conversation, not only for ourselves, but also to be able to help other people. Now, that being said, I have loved people in what I felt like was the best way that I knew how, right? If I was in a relationship, I was loyal. I gave them the 100% that I felt like I had available to give. Jasmine said, girl, we knew you was toxic gypsy. I don't know why she think we didn't know this, but like, girl, you've been up here cutting up with us for the past how long now? We knew.
Listen, Jason. Jason, you a jerk, man. We just having breakthroughs today.
Suzette said we can rock vertically or horizontally. Just remember, we both on the move. Well, as Gypsy likes to tell us, they rental cars, right?
Right.
So,
that's what I'm saying.
No. They auditioning. They auditioning. That's what she like.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They're rental cars. They auditioning.
Lease with the option to buy. The thing is that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, because the thing is that
shit, who can afford you nowadays?
You are with him, you riding a rental.
How much eggs cost nowadays? Fuck that.
But I still want to. Man, y'all, first of all, listen, let me tell you, my soul was hurt the other day when I paid $10 for 12 dozen, a dozen eggs. I was like, I literally I talked to this guy that has a farm today, and I was like, sir, when y'all gonna have some eggs? Because I can't, I refuse, right? But that being said, let me get back on track. No, it was this egg casserole dish I really wanted to try, like this quiche thing. So I had to buy the eggs. But I had to suck it up because I felt some type of way about that. They ain't getting them $12 no more. I'll give it to a farm first. Anyway, back on track. So I feel like we still have to add context to say that, at least from my perspective, even though I have to sit here in the hot seat and acknowledge, okay, I was a little toxic in some of those experiences. I also want to say that my intention was really never to harm. Like anything I've engaged in, whether it's been a fun buddy, whether it's been somebody who I tried to give my heart to and married or had a long-term relationship with or whatever, even though I can acknowledge that I was emotionally disconnected with whatever I had available, I still love them to the best of my abilities. And so I think for nuance, we have to say that, like, there's a difference when you are genuinely giving the best that you feel like you have to give, and somebody just being an asshole and being like, wall and fuck them, but I'm gonna get what I can from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people are malicious, and we have to be aware of them, because those are the kind of people that will drag you to hell and back and ride you and put you up wet, like the old folks used to say. Horizontally, preferably though. Jasmine, listen, facts, and I'm with you when you're right. Okay. Sharice said, I think some people like a little toxicity in their relationship sometimes to shake things up. Well, that's like people like me because I'm mean. That seems to be a turn on to them. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be with you just because you like the fact that I'm mean.
All Jasmine are mean.
Huh?
All Jasmine seem to be mean. She mean. She mean.
They say that about us, but I don't think we really that mean. Sharice said, oh, y'all, I have another meet. Bye, Believe. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all next time.
Watch the
replay. I don't think we really that mean. I think we're just misunderstood.
Look, she telling you right there, her toxic ass.
Hey, I ain't never dated Jasmine, so I don't know. But I
mean, I'll cuss you out, but I just feel like we're misunderstood.
And she said,
if you ain't doing that to get cussed out, you ain't gonna never get that.
Nah. See, because who you think you talking to? You better chill out. Look, especially me in public.
No, we don't do that disrespect.
No,
me.
Okay, because
now tell us, what is the lesson on the one that says the real love, the ones that love the chase?
Oh, the one who only loves the chase. The lesson learned is real love doesn't disappear once it's reciprocated.
So that's when you have to say that it probably isn't love, but more like lust
or infatuation,
right? or just
emotional immaturity,
or wanting what you can't have.
I mean,
or you think that you can make a person change, and you can't.
It could be just that, wanting something you can't have, or just wanting something because you know how some people just want a certain item, it's just so they can put it on display.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could just be something like that. I don't know. I don't. That's not my thought process. I don't get down with the chase because, like I said, there is a thrill to the chase, but at the same time, I want to bag my prey. So,
But then, Sean, why don't you read that next one then? Because this one, these guys
Did you have to clear your throat? Wait a minute.
All right. So the best friend who will never see you that way.
Ooh, that's a bad one right there. That's a bad space to be in. Wait, why you giggling?
I'm trying to read it. Hold on, calm down. Wait. So what it looks like: spends tons of time with you, texts you constantly, but only as a friend.
Oh.
Talks to you about their crushes while you silently hope they realize you're the one. Says you're an amazing person. Anyone would be lucky to date you, except them.
Oh, that's a crazy position to put yourself in, though.
People get friend zoned every day.
No, but when you recognize that you're friend zone, that's a crazy position to put yourself in, to stay in the friend zone, knowing how you feel and that they don't want you and letting them use you as that space. That's crazy as hell.
But they feel like at some point in time they'll get past that.
Nah. I don't want nobody that don't want me.
Right. That's like going back up to the emotionally available person. Like no amount of effort gonna make them ready.
That's a little. I think that person needs to go to
delusional.
therapy.
Delusional.
Yes, that's delulu, as the kids nowadays like to call it. Because the amount of torture that you have to feel to want someone who talks to you about their escapades with everybody else.
Ooh,
that's insane. That's torture.
And that is
no way.
That's what friends. That's
he giving out.
That's what friends do, though. That's what friends do, though.
I said
so you don't talk to your girlfriends about your conquests.
Yeah, but if you talk to the dude about your conquest, like, come on now. If you talk to the dude, so he knows that she fucking out of both control leagues. And
what? Dude, I don't know what she said. She used some old folk term. I don't even know what that meant, but dudes talk about that shit all the time. And if a dude is cool with a shorty like that, he'll talk to her like that because she like one of the bros.
I get that, right? But so for me, I ain't never really been that friend. I will listen if you want safe space to talk about it all, and I'm about. It's not gonna go any further. I got you. I've never been that. I wasn't like that in college. I've never been like that on my job. I've just never been that person that want to sit and hee and kiki and cackle with my girlfriends about a man penis size or how he was putting it down. She for the streets, right?
Pulling no punches tonight. She is on it.
For the street. Who sit around and talk? No. Now, have I had people I've known? Yes. Years ago in my previous friend group, we used to get together every month and do girls' day out, lunch, dinner, all the things. And there was one friend that I actually fell out about. Well, it was that and a few other things. But we first put boundaries in place with her because she talked too damn much. I don't want to be, we will be in Fleming's. So neither one of you are here. But Fleming's is, I'm not going to say it's a luxury restaurant, but it's kind of medium, right? It's a nice
steakhouse.
It's a steakhouse. Yeah. But, you know, on average, you're going to spend about $100 a person to eat. Pretty decent on the one side.
We know what Fleming's is.
No, I didn't know if you knew. Okay, well, anyway, for the people watching that don't know, on the other side, you got the bar. You can sit there and you can get, you know, lunch specials or whatever. Anywho, we're sitting in Fleming's one night, like everybody having dinner. I know you fucking lying. We sitting here paying $100 a meal and your ass want to show dick pics. We no. Like she whipped out her phone and started passing it around. And when it got to me, and I'm like, "Are you kidding?" Like cussed her slap out. Because man, we don't do that here. First of all, you need to have some self-respect and some cool. Why are you had a collection of them in her phone? Number two, why are you showing this off to people? No.
Well, you better hope she has an advanced that got her a 3D printer.
Because at this point, and then second of all, had to put her on a leash rather, because I'm like, you're not gonna carry yourself like this around me, and especially not in public. She was for the streets, right? She was for the streets, and that was one of the reasons we eventually fell out. See, if I'm not carrying myself a certain way, I don't want to be around you, and you trying to do that because birds of a feather flock together. and people's reputations die every day, a slow death by association. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but a girlfriend. This time about you talking to a dude about your conquest and stuff.
What I'm saying is, if I ain't talking to my girlfriends, I ain't finna talk to no man about that. That's crazy for me.
But see, Jay carries herself with some decorum. She's demure.
What man? Answer me this, Sean.
Uh-huh.
What man want to sit here and talk to a woman or with one of his female friends, his women friends, about another man's penis? Now, gay men, yes. I'm not trying to be funny.
I'm glad you say that.
I'm just laughing at Sean's expression because he's there.
Because it's like it just depends on the. Well, first of all, it depends on the maturity of the guy, right, and the depths of their relationship. Now, no, I don't want to hear specifics. I really don't want to hear it. But if you tell me, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up," because fuck it, you gotta tell somebody. But where your girlfriend's at, go tell them. But if they got a girlfriend like you, then I understand why. Because it's like, oh, you gotta tell somebody, and she don't want to listen.
First of all, Suzette said, "Have some class and be a lady in the streets and a freaking See, this is what I'm saying.
I mean, no, that's true.
Understand to live with my man.
That's
true. You'll never know. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what a real man appreciates, because everybody don't need to know what we do. What we do is what we do.
Everybody don't deserve that level of access. Is how I feel.
But when it's and this for my younger days, but when it was just some random, like it's just some random like, dude, I done did this, that, man, you should have seen what I did. If you was in the room, I still would have did it, But that's when you was back, when you was young and you was just wilding out. Now when you're older, it just depends on, like I said, the depths of the relationship and who you talking to.
Well, tell us the lesson. What does it say?
I got another question though. Wait, before we get to the lesson, I really do have a question.
Okay.
So again,
that ain't nobody you would want to be in a situation with, in a relationship with.
Well, because
so it's different.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, it's just, okay, so it's different when it's a relationship, they're not going to act like that. But if, as far as the best friend, okay, I understand what you're saying. But go ahead, Jay, what were you saying? I apologize.
Well, like even my best friends, right? Again, if they want to talk like that, I'm a vault. You need safe space, let's get it out. Whatever. Anything goes, no judgment, right? If you got questions, I'll help you research the shit so you can spice it up. Let's go. But I don't know whether it's the introvert in me. I mean, I will. I have people that have asked me questions about things I don't understand, and I know I got clients that's into it and they talk about it with me. So when I get a chance, I reach out to my clients and be like, "So, can I ask you some questions?" And I pass it on, right? But that being said, there's nothing in me that wants to sit around and kiki with you about my man's penis. Not ever. Don't want to hear about yours. But if you need to talk it through, again, no judgment, safe space, I'm a vault. But there's just, if I want to talk about it, that means I want to be on it or with it or doing something. You understand? So I don't want to talk to you about it. That's pointless to me. I'd rather be talking to him so we can be exploring some stuff together. Like, so
that's what it seems like to me. What you just said.
So I'm trying to understand, like, what is the mindset? I don't understand that about men, and hopefully I would never will because I'm not a man. But I don't understand the need to brag about it and tell people
it's just a thing. That's why you think we got sports. We compete on every single level. It's just a thing with men.
Trying to entice you.
And you ain't gotta talk about it. Just call me Big Daddy in public.
You saying stroke that ego in other words.
But
Suzette said randos don't count, Sean.
hey, I feel you. I agree with you 100%. But everybody has to, be acknowledged. They do exist. So,
Do they?
That's crazy.
If they're randos and you wouldn't recognize it if you saw it at 7-Eleven, do she?
But when it hits you, you can be like, "Oh shit! Oh my god!" And then
But usually don't hit you while you're in the stove. Still, it hits you when
no, it'll hit you later.
No, and I'm gonna tell you this. I think the other reason I'm like this, so years ago, and this has been years ago. The other reason I'm like this, I've always been this way, but I had a situation that happened and reinforced it for me. Suzette is laughing. Hey, Purple Haven, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Jasmine said that was an accident, and we're not gonna talk about it. I'm with you when you're right. We ain't gonna talk about it. So, but I had a situation happen. Again, this has been years ago, where I had some new coworkers.
I'm sorry.
Just fell in or on it. Listen, I ain't never in my life accidentally fell on a dick.
I mean, when somebody say it was an accident, I just be wondering, how the hell did you accidentally have your pants down and your drawers off and fall on? I'm just trying to understand.
Accidentally mean you went out to get some milk, and next thing you know, you having sex. That's what accidentally means.
That's intentional because you got to leave the milk out to go get it.
Hey, but it still was an accident because it was not planned, wasn't thought of, with nothing on your radar until it just happened. Okay, don't say unplanned. Unplanned.
It still can be unplanned, but just so much that gotta happen in order for you to get yours. Right. See what had happened was.
Come on. That's too
many times somebody thought,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Anybody gonna find out? I'm gonna do it, and they do it.
You know what it is. You know what it. Come on now. We done all been. Come on. We all adults. We done all been there. You was just like do. Oh shit, sex.
But that ain't no accident. That's I'm gonna go get this because I want it.
Hey,
that's not an accident.
It was so much planning. If you got to drive across town, you got to put on clothes. You got to see what I'm saying.
See, now that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you ran to the corner store in your slippers and your bonnet, and next thing you know, he's like, "I live right here. Let's go." Boom, bang, and it's happening.
That ain't no accident though, because you still got to leave the store.
Right.
The accident is I slipped and fell on it right there in the aisle, or he fell in it right there next to the milk.
All right, it was a snowstorm, and y'all both got caught out there, and both of y'all slipped at the same time, fell on each other. But during the fall, y'all clothes came off, and y'all interlocked.
Exactly.
And next thing you know,
they have to go on for you to fall on it.
So let me say this before we move on to the next one.
Right.
Hold on, I ain't get a lesson.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Get the lesson, and then I'm gonna tell y'all this crazy ass story that happened to me.
The lesson is if they saw you romantically, you wouldn't have to convince them. That's the lesson.
And that's the truth. And see, that's the thing. I think it's more about enticement, trying to entice the person, and that's why you tell the stories.
I see. Me and you on the same page. I think you're trying to try that person without being obvious about it. Yeah. Right. You're trying to try that person without being obvious about it. You're hoping they're gonna bite and want to take a bite out of you, or let you take a bite out of them. But what say you from the man's point of view before I tell my story?
Hey, speak up. Maybe you can get bit.
I mean, you can shot you on your shoe, right?
Jackson been drinking tonight, y'all. I could tell.
The Lord brought it in your path and you don't block your blessings. Is that what it is? You don't look a gift horse in the mouth, Jasmine? Okay, we gonna go with that. We gonna go with that.
And then she goes back to an accident.
So again, full disclaimer, this was years ago, but I was dating this person, and we were all new on this job because it was a brand new facility. We had all been hired in as the starting staff to open up this treatment place, right? And so we were there about a month or two before we officially started seeing patients because they were building out the offices. We were doing everything, decorating, like shopping, all of it. So me and some of the other counselors, we were spending our shift like running around town in the car together, going to lunch, going to the stores, buying everything to do the apartments, because this was an intensive treatment place, right? Decorate the office, doing all of it. So we were spending long days together. And we decided, since we're all new, let's bond, you know, as we're going to lunch. One lady was married, one girl was single. I was in a relationship with somebody, and I forget the other people's staff, but we were the three main ones together all the time. So, you know, I went against my better judgment and my usual, and I said, I'll share a little bit. I never shared anything intimate, never shared his name, just very basics about, you know, the line of work that he was in, how long we had been together, some of the stuff that he, you know, does. Well, random of randoms, about 4 months later, person B, we're going to say A, B, and I'm C. Person B meets my then ex, because we had split up. Random of randoms, in a public place at a public event, meets him. They end up having sex, having a one-night stand. Well, during that time, he's trying to convince me to get back together. So we're still talking, still seeing each other, trying to talk through it, trying to figure it out. And I'm trying to figure out, am I going to get back with him or this other person that I was kind of, you know, trying to figure some stuff out with? Fast forward about a month or two later, we're on the verge of saying, okay, let's get us a try again. Spirit puts this chick on my mind, person B on my mind. Now, let's be real. I didn't like her, really had disdain for her. But when she kept popping up in my spirit, I was like, there's something, this is not an accident. So I reached out to her like, hey, are you good? By that point, she was no longer at the same job, and neither was I, right? We had both moved on. So, you good? And she invites me to dinner. No, I've been dealing with some things. Long story short, she had a miscarriage, and I was like, I understand. You know, if you ever need safe space, I got you. She invites me to dinner. We go to dinner. We spend about 2 hours faking it till we make it, you know, eating our food. And I'm like, okay, I done had enough. I done ran out of people in time. I got to go. So I'm putting on my sweater. We done paid our checks. I'm finna slide out to leave. And she's like, can I talk to you for a minute? Didn't we just fucking talk? What is there to talk about now? She says, I think we're dating the same person. I said, Long story shortened again, she proceeds to tell me details, says his name, and we were, in fact, talking about the same person. She starts to give me dates. Now, anybody that knows me knows everything goes in my calendar because I have to be able to remember. I can't keep track of stuff if it's not in my calendar, right? So I'm pulling out my calendar on my phone, just acting like I'm texting somebody, but I'm swiping through my calendar and she's giving me dates to confirm or prove a lie in what she's saying. Well, 90% of what she said was a lie because I'm looking at the dates that she's giving me, and I was either with him, he was doing something that I knew where he was at work, whatever. So I'm like, okay, so we already starting off with some lies, but bet I get to the point, man. What is it that you want me to do? Because we're not actually together right now. Long story short, she had taken what I had said, the basics about him, how he treated me, what he did for me, and remembered it. So when they organically met, she decided to go after him because she hated me. And from that moment, I said,
make him community dick.
She tried to make him community dick. And because she didn't like me, even though it was just a one night stand, she tried to make it more than it was to try to destroy any opportunity of me and him getting back together. And I was like, you know what? Folks is crazy. And this is why I don't talk about things, right? Because you never know who's taking something in and what opportunity they may have to use it. You never know how people may use it against you. And even if they're your friend now, friends don't always last, right? And people can love you today and hate you tomorrow. And especially, the only reason I say he wasn't community dick is because we weren't together. Now, if we had been together, I can judge him. But he didn't cheat. We were broken up for like 3-4 months, right? And I was doing what I was doing, so I ain't have no say so. We're gonna leave that there. But that being said, I looked at how she handled it, right? Her aim was to hurt me. Because if that's what she really thought, she could have told me that months prior when they had slept together. She waited until she had an opportunity to be in my face. Mm-hmm. I guess he had told her he was trying to get back with me. And so she had the opportunity to try to use it to hurt me. Nah, we good. That was the one and only time I had gone against my rule. And so that's why I'm like, people, I just don't understand logically why people want to sit and give that level of access. Like that's no, I'm not going to brag about how good the dick is. No, because if you turn to be crazy, now you finna try to go get it and see if you can try that person or cause me. No, I'm good.
But you know what?
Good.
She also was one of those who was like trying to chase somebody or something. She's probably one of these 8 people that we, 8 types
Could
of people.
be.
Because
and when
she was a one night stand who tried to make it into something else.
And that seemed like the pattern that was one of the reasons I had initially stopped talking to her when we were still all working together and doing lunch and stuff, because she was talking to somebody then. And, again, I don't want to shame people or judge people, but she was talking to somebody then. It seemed like it was a similar pattern. She got pregnant by that guy, and that seemed to have overlapped when they had the one night stand. Then it was like all this shit was going on. And I was like, girl, you all right? Like, who?
Been telling you no condom neither.
See what I'm saying? And I was upside his head like, did you use one? Because nah, right? Nah. So like I said, I can't understand from a logical perspective why people want to put their business out like that. Because I'm like, even when somebody seems vanilla or docile or soft or safe or whatever we might think they are, anybody can turn around and be crazy. And a lot of the times the people in your closest circles are jealous of you because of their own insecurities. Suzette said sometimes it just happens. She was there and so was I. Then we got to it. It was just an opportunity. We hung out every now and then afterwards. See, that's what happened with them. They met at an event. Like the next day they was getting it. And then that turned into her deciding she was coming for him. No, that's not an accident. It's intentional. You sleep with a person or you don't. You don't fall into it. You don't fall on it. We jump on it. We swirl on it. We twirl on it. We do whatever we doing. Y'all do whatever. Like, it's intentional.
So in that situation, so when I relate it to accidental, like if they met at that event and it happened that same night, that's accidental. But if they met at that event and then talked the next day and work things out, then that's something totally different.
Right. It was an intentional one night stand.
And that's what I'm like, because a one night stand is like, hey, yo, we met at the bar. I took you to the hotel. Boom, bam. Now we don't even know each other no more. That's a one night stand.
But is it though? That ain't no different than y'all meeting in the aisle.
Dude, that's a one night. That is what it was. Anything else is not a one night. A one night stand is, yo, we was out wherever we was.
Right. You don't exchange contact information. You don't none of that. It's just
exactly. I met you.
Real one night stand.
I probably don't even know your real name because shit, you know me as Mike, so I don't even know your real name. And we smash, and we don't ever see each other again. Anything other than that is not a one night stand.
And son, that ain't no different than y'all met in the milk aisle. You had to figure out where she lived. That is contact information. Or she had to figure out where you lived unless y'all was pulling over into the Hyatt, the Marriott, the Motel 6, or whatever was closed. Somebody had to go to somebody's house unless you get it in the parking lot. Like,
whatever works. You get it in when you get in. What's up, Jasmine?
No, that's what. Look, she said that's what'll happen when they run into you again. Oh my God, hey, Mike.
See, exactly. Like,
and if I happen to be with somebody, they gonna be like, "Who the fuck is she talk to?" I don't know. Shit, I'm not Mike. You know me. I ain't Mike.
Cold-blooded. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Nah.
Y'all invented that shit.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Y'all invented that. I learned that shit from y'all when I was like 14, 15 at the mall and shit, trying to get numbers. And they be like, yeah, my name is such and such. And I called the number, like, nah, you got the wrong number. But it was her number, but it wasn't the right name. Like, oh, shit.
The right number.
What's your name? Stephanie. Yep. Whatever name came out in the moment, that was my name. You right, because when they call back, I'll be like,
exactly.
Right. I go by Mike, but that's not my government name.
I only started giving the right number because men started getting so bold. If you gave them the wrong number, they would call you right there in your face to make sure you gave them the right number. So then it became a safety issue. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, okay, you got it. Yep.
That's true. That's true.
When you call back, I don't know who that is. She lied to you.
No, I do you one better. I give you the right number until I walk away and then block. Block.
Well, you know they got those free numbers that you can have linked to your shit, so you can give them that.
That's what I have now for the past 12, 13 years.
Yeah, but like Jay say, they call right there. Yeah, but they'll call right there.
To my phone.
Yeah, but still, I don't let my Google Voice ring to my phone.
Mine rings through. I keep it on deck just for that reason now, because folks will try you and they'll be in your face. I'm finna text you now. I'm finna call you now. All right, lock me in, boo. You got it. And walk off. And like you said, now it's just straight to block. I don't care.
Yeah, it's straight to block.
I just need to get out of your face so that I know that I'm safe.
Listen, I've been on block for a long time, especially like in the last, like now I don't even give folks the chances that I used to give them, because I just don't have time for that bullshit. And I'm at that age where I kill you now. So you know,
hey baby, can I get your number? Bow, bow, bow. Oh shit.
Well, what can we just also touch on this?
Yeah, but if you come for me, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Quality of people changes.
No, and that's why I understand. Trust me.
Yeah,
I don't even try to holler at women because fuck it, because too many niggas don't fuck shit up.
But that's the thing. You see it on the news all the time.
Even if you got good intentions, when you try to holler, she gonna shoot you down because too many niggas done fucked it up.
But I mean, but haven't y'all seen it? I've seen it on the news where people didn't shot people or beat people because they
ain't want to talk to them. They ain't want to give me their number. And I'm like, yo.
That's why I say it's safety. You could get this number and you could call me and verify it, and then I'm gonna walk off and block you. But let's also, for context, I wanna be clear that doesn't really happen to me as often now, right? That's few and far in between, because I think we have to acknowledge where we started in the beginning. Know thyself, right? The more you know yourself, the better esteem you hold about yourself, the more quality you feel like you are, and the more valuable you feel like you are, you start to attract a different type of person. Right. So whereas when I was younger, in my 20s and my early 30s, and people were trying to hit on me, it was so constant and overwhelming. And it was a mix of all kind of people, right? So there was the safety concern of, let me go and give you this fake number. Okay, now I got to give you my real number. Let me give you a different name so I know when you call. Then it was the Google Voice number, because I've had that forever. And now, when I got into my late 30s going into my 40s, and now in my 40s, there's usually a different quality of man. So if he approaches me and I'm like, I'm not interested, or I'm dating somebody, or no thank you, but I appreciate the compliment or whatever, it's usually going to be, you know what, I respect that goddess, I respect that queen, but you gorgeous, you sure I can't shoot my shot? No thank you. No problem. Have a good day. Can I still pump your gas though? Can I still pay for your meal? Whatever, it's a much more intentional level of respect. So for out of every 20 guys that may compliment me or hit on me over time, maybe one person that I'm like, I'm not quite sure about this person. So you can have my number if I'm by myself, and not let me get my ass somewhere away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's not prevalent where it's an everyday thing now that somebody's being disrespectful, because it used to be they would say, well, we just don't put ourselves in certain situations and go certain places. But see, people with money are still disrespectful. So it doesn't really matter where you are. What matters is who's around in that person, right? But it's just few and far between.
Look at Leon. Leon is like that. That's his new name all over the place. They call him Leon. They call him Leon. The second in command, they call him Leon. Mr. Tesla. They call him Leon.
Oh, they call him Leon?
They call him Leon so that the filters can't catch it. I saw it today and I bust out laughing because I didn't realize who they was talking about until I seen that. Yeah, they call him Leon. And yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Money, my mama used to say money don't make you classy. If you trashy, you're gonna be trashy with money.
Money just allows you to be more of who you are. It gives you freedom.
Money allows you access to more faces.
Yeah, it just allows you to be more of who you are. If you're an asshole, you're gonna be more of one because now you got money, access, and resources. If you're a genuinely kind or decent or nice person or whatever, you're gonna be that because you got access, money, and resources, right? Nadina said, Jasmine, you know what's up on the Google Voice, but I don't even waste no one's time to get my number. And then Jasmine said, write it, Nadina. I only have a phone for games. I keep it on silent. Listen, I'm out in the general public too much, so I've been having to. Thank you so much, kind sir. I genuinely appreciate you. Love that. Yes, I received that compliment. Yep. Can I have your no? But I appreciate it though. But again, it's a different quality and caliber of man, so they respect it, right? There's no sexual, oh my God, I'll eat you with a stick. Oh my God, I'll drink your bath water. Like all that bullshit that they used to say.
Not they do that online now. Hold on. Online.
How the fuck a motherfucker gonna eat you with a stick? What that mean?
I don't know. That's what they used to say. Like, okay, I got a rotisserie chicken, sir. Well done.
I'm trying to figure that shit out because if I skewer you, you're gonna be dead. So what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like
you know, I really think that as a society, we've lost the ability to communicate correctly.
So I agree. I agree. Now I don't think they going for the out of minutes. That ain't been legit for the last decade.
You see the way my phone plan set up is
No, what I say now, even if I don't have a man, what I say now is I don't, because I still get the whole, can we just be friends? You're genuinely a gorgeous lady. I just love to take you out sometime. That's gonna be a no, because I already know what your intention is. And I don't think that my person would like that. My man would like that. Would you like it if you had a woman and somebody said that to her? You know what, Miss Lady, you right. You're just gorgeous. Thank you for your time. No, like there's such a different experience now, right? Again, because I'm a different person. The quality and the caliber of man is different. So I just feel like that's a key indicator. When we get in that kind of craziness, we got to look at self. Why am I drawing that person? Let me change so the person I draw changes. That's my take on it. Because we still not walking around falling on pussy or dick accidentally. Okay? Y'all know I'm saying the real words because too many people run around here saying pocketbooks and cookie jars, and now we got kids that don't even know what their vagina is or their penis is.
Absolutely.
And that's why a lot of dangerous situations happen because they don't even know what to call it. That's a little insane. So we gotta, it's not that I'm trying to be vulgar, y'all, but we gotta be able to call a thing so that we can have honest conversation. Well, Jasmine, you don't know what I got. You'll pay my phone bill.
So when a pocketbook really loves a cookie jar, the cookie jar gets inside of the pocketbook. All right, so then you talking all that. What is your type then?
You don't know what I got. Oh Lord.
Yeah, we talked about that. I asked you a question.
What's the type?
No, not the type. I'm talking to Jay. Like you,
like what's the type?
Okay, what was the question?
Oh my God.
What's the type? What's your type? He said, "What's
I was trying not to answer that, right?"
Yeah, so, you was in your moment, I guess.
I was like, I don't hear them. We're gonna bypass that question. No, I heard you. Okay, so what's my type? I ain't gonna give y'all too much detail.
All right.
I will say I've always loved a corporate thug. Meaning,
okay. Nah, I know exactly what you mean.
You feel me, right?
Well, go ahead, explain it for the people. I know what you mean, but trust me, because I know, because I'm in corporate and I be thugging, because man,
right. I always had so much respect for a man that no matter where we are, he can carry himself well. He's well spoken. He's comfortable in different environments. When it's time, he can put on some Timbs and a button-down polo, whatever, right? Nikes, Air Force, whatever. When it's time, he can change it up, put on a nice suit. If it's after 5, we can go get that and make it do what it do and look good on each other's arms. But I know that no matter where we are, he got me. He gonna see people about me. He gonna handle people about me. And there's always that protection and that safety, right? So, and somebody that stimulates my mind. Like, if we can't have actual conversations, I don't care what you're working with. I don't care how much money you got, how good looking you are, how tall you may be, how big your house may be, whatever resources or none of those things matter to me as much as you being able to stimulate my mind and speak life into me in such a way that it invigorates me to get out there and be great in whatever I may be doing, right? So that's the type, because I'm a sapiosexual. Like, I've dated chocolate, I've dated caramel, I've dated taller. Don't prefer short, but you know, there's a type that exists in the personality of the people that I am drawn to.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't like them too much taller than me, because if I have to throw down, I don't need to be having to try to reach up.
Okay, all right. So now I definitely feel you. I'm crazy. So as soon as you said you don't like shorter, I started thinking about the plane. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm crazy though. I will admit that. You know what I'm saying? But now Jason was on point with that. So you like Uncle Phil for Fresh Prince, the new, not the old Fresh Prince, but the new
because I was going to say I almost cussed you out, Jason.
The new Fresh Prince. Because Phil is a nigga on the new Fresh, or Uncle Phil was the man on the old, but Phil is the nigga on the new Fresh Prince.
So now I got to go watch it because
I got to go see what you talking about.
Yo, watch it. Trust me. Him and Jeffrey. Trust me, they on a different level. Level. Watch that shit.
I acknowledge, like most people will say to me, Jay, you hell, and I am. I know this about me. So that means that any man that's going to take up space in my life or be that man in my life, you got to be able to come with it, because you got to be able to keep me on my toes and keep me interested the same way I need to keep you interested. This ain't a one-way street. I ain't catering to your ego. You got to speak to mine too, right? Like, it just, that corporate thug, baby, it's something about y'all. Listen.
Yeah, I always tell niggas I tell everybody, it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. A relationship is a two-way street.
Yeah.
And so you got, y'all got matched energies. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
And I think, Sean, you know this as that archetype, right? Like, that don't mean, because I think when people hear that word, they think, oh, he out there roaming the street, getting into all type of fuck shit, doing stupid shit. No, he's corporate. Whatever his job may be, whether he works in a warehouse, whether he works in a bank, whether he works, at an eye doctor's office, he's corporate in his ability to change environments and be a chameleon. But he got that street to him as well, that he ain't no punk. He got it. I know wherever we at and whatever happened, he got it. So I ain't got to. I get to be soft with him, right? We as women value it.
My favorite quote is, "Don't let the smoothness fool you."
Well, see, I admit my toxicity. And the thing is like, preparing to fight. That's because I know I got a mouth. And the way my mouth set up, I might need to fight. So I can't get nobody that I can't fight.
So so the right man will know what he need to do to shut your mouth up. I'm just gonna put it that way. I don't want to be vulgar.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to
put something in my mouth to make it be quiet.
Exactly.
You know what? I am not. No.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's all I'm saying. The right man is gonna be like, hey, come here real quick. Can't nobody see? I'm pulling my coat over. Can't nobody see?
Like
saying? When you're on the plane, the students get on your nerves. You know what? Hey, give me that blanket. Give me that blanket. Okay, all right.
But see, like Cherie said earlier, sometimes you like a little toxicity in your stuff. You like
Hey, and you know what? I'm gonna put on a class for $99.95 how to get rid of that toxicity.
If I feel like I gotta be worried about finding you, we can't even be together. Cause see, I need to sleep beside you and not want to kill you and not worry about you putting hands on me or no. That I got some toxic ways, but that ain't one of them.
I ain't think my fault. I ain't think she meant it that way, but yeah, I ain't think she meant it that way. I think she meant like
ain't
shit.
No,
yeah.
No, especially if I know I'm toxic, I can't let you spend the night. Because see the way my PTSD set up.
Blink if you okay, Gypsy. Blink.
Yeah.
Okay?
Y'all remember when I said when that nigga lay down that Thanos dick? She talking all that shit. When that nigga lay down that Thanos dick, he gonna be spending the night. Now I ain't saying he gonna be there every night, but when he lay that down, he gonna be there that night. Get up in the morning like, hey, babe.
Gonna be like, baby, you ain't got.
Let me tell you how my toxicity works. My toxicity work like this. I don't let them know where I stay. I go over there, and then just like on Boomerang, I get my purse. I got to be at work in the morning.
I've done that. I've done that. Yeah.
I mean, everybody. I mean, shit. Look, niggas have gotten up out of bed like, start getting dressed. Like I gotta be somewhere so she can get out. And just after she leave, get right back in bed. Like, whoo, I'm glad she gone.
Yep.
Well,
trust me.
So the next one we're gonna do this next one, and then we're gonna save the other ones.
I got a question.
What's up?
What am I looking up? Because I'm looking up the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I keep
honey. I looked up the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air 2024 cast. His name is Adrian Holmes.
No, the name of the show is Bel-Air. That's the name of the show, Bel-Air.
Yeah, but it don't matter. I found it. And
we understand.
His name Adrian Holmes.
Yeah, we knew when you found it. We heard the gush.
That's marriage. I done wanted to unalive my wife 100 times. Now again, let me be very clear. There is a difference when you actually like somebody and you love them.
And you love somebody, yeah.
You may have some homicidal fantasies about them every once in a while. That's human. Versus, no, I really don't want you to breathe again.
Yeah.
Right? If I get to a feeling like that about you.
That's
No, I started having them thoughts about my ex-husband, and that's when I knew I had to leave.
Yeah, but see, you didn't do it. You knew you had to leave. They will do it.
I know they will.
And then help you look for them like they went missing.
Listen. Remember that lady that ran her husband over in front of his job?
Who?
The doctor. She ran that doctor over in front of the hospital.
Was that in New York or something years ago?
Down there in Texas some years ago. Yeah, she ran. She had a daughter. I think her daughter was in the car too. She ran his ass
over. Backed up over him too, or something.
And backed up over his ass too.
Okay. Well. So
I got too much other shit in my head to hold on to that shit, so I don't remember that shit. Nope.
I remember the crazy shit.
That's like Lorena Bobbitt.
Right. She cut his shit off and threw it out the window.
And that was fucked up.
It sure was. He got it back, but he said it never worked right again.
Nah, he had to get a pump and everything.
I know.
You know he started doing porn.
I know he did. Because he wanted to show, because he wanted to show it worked.
He pumped it up and use it. I don't know how much he felt.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out.
You saw that bitch off like a turkey sauce.
You don't see it on there? You don't see it?
Maybe I typed in cast let me try that because I found the Wikipedia page, but I ain't seen no picture of this man.
No,
you gotta go there. I don't want to say their name because fuck them, they ain't paying us no money. But yeah, it's
that's why I'm like, I'll look it up.
There you go. That's his name. His name Adrian Holmes.
Ain't nobody answering. Girl, be quiet.
And then when you go look at pictures,
okay.
Lord, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But y'all did y'all see Jeffrey?
Because too with his chocolate ass, girl. Here
Him,
goes.
him,
Let me
him
show
and
you his
Jeffrey,
ass.
him and Jeffrey, man, they
They
be
came with the
doing it.
business
They
this time.
chocolate. Come through,
They
come through.
they be
Come
doing it. Oh
through,
my,
Fresh Prince.
mm,
Yeah, come through.
That make Jeffrey look better than
and
Phil do.
Yep.
Shorty that played Aunt Viv. Woo,
Oh
woo,
yeah, that's
That big
Cassandra
size, you
Freeman.
can get it.
woo, woo.
Okay.
So
before
we
we
both
get
say
too far
okay at
to
the
left
same time.
field,
Yeah.
so before we get too far to left field, Gypsy, you want to cover one more, and then we can.
And then we'll cover
stop.
the next ones. We'll cover the rest of them next week. So
Got
the
it.
last one for this week, because we're gonna do half this week and half next week. The future faker. What it looks like. Constantly talks about your future together. Makes big promises, weekend trips, meeting their family, but never follows through. Keeps you hooked with grand words, but their actions never match. The future faker. I've seen a future faker before. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Hell no, Jason. But
He know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about.
has anybody seen a future faker, or do you know?
have.
Do you
I
know?
have.
Are you guilty of doing it? I'm not guilty of doing
Yes.
it. I can't see past last week or next week.
I'm guilty of doing it, and I've seen it. And I could be wrong. I think this is why a lot of women end up having children with men, because they're thinking that it's cementing the relationship and moving them forward. They believe what that man has said about whatever their intentions are, and so they let their guard down, and they end up having 2, 3, and 4 and more kids. Sometimes they stop, sometimes they keep having kids. And I think that's why a lot of women end up feeling resentful and bitter, because they believed it. And there may have been parts that were genuine on that person's part, but oftentimes I think that man is just, he's got what he wants. He doesn't have to move forward. Sometimes he may want her, but he may not be ready for all those other things. And he may genuinely think he's going to get there. But when he realizes he's not going to get there, he doesn't communicate that new truth, right? And so a lot of women end up holding on and holding on and holding on. I've also, kind of unintentional, but I will acknowledge that I'm still a grown adult, right? I've also been a future faker. And I don't even know that I realized it at the time. But when you sent this to us earlier, I was looking through them and I was like, dang, because I have been in a relationship where we dated for years. And I was like, okay, when I get this in place, I'll be ready to get married. And he had his stuff he wanted to get in place to be ready to get married. Right. And then I would get this, or this would happen. Okay, but now I got to focus on this. So I'm still not ready. Or I got to go to therapy because I got some stuff to work on. Or, whatever I was telling myself and telling them at the moment. And it wasn't until after we were out of it that I finally, one of my friends actually said it to me. Because I did some work on myself. It was like, okay, self, let's move forward. We healthy, we happy, we whole, we good. What do you want now? You know what? I think I want to settle down and get married. And one of my girlfriends pointed it out to me, and she was like, do you realize the entire time you were with him, you never said those words? And I was like, stop lying. Yes, I did. And she was like, but you didn't. Well, fuck. Wow. So I think we can be in the moment thinking, because I genuinely loved him. It was not a lack of love, right? Right. But I had to admit, do y'all remember we were debriefing a couple of months ago, and I actually said that to y'all. I was like, there was a moment when I realized that I had chosen that person for their lack of availability, because they would never make me do anything other than where I was. And where I was where I wanted to be. They were safe. Yeah. They were a provider. They were a protector. Would roll up and pull up, come see you about me. Always had my back. But I chose him because I loved him as he was. Not, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know it while I was in it. Like, I was so comfortable in my bullshit that I believed it. And I think a lot of people fall into that trap that you're telling somebody something when you love them, and it may feel true, but it's really them co-signing your bullshit and letting you be great in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a little intense for me to sit with, because I'm like, dang, I never really saw myself, as one to play with people's emotions or not be authentic or truthful.
Right.
I've always prided myself on being honest and upfront and truthful with whoever I'm dealing with about wherever I am.
Right.
But it wasn't until I was out of it that I was like, wow.
And you know what? The thing is, and that's why I love what we do. That we, like I said, we like to be vulnerable and stuff. But the other thing about future faking, when you were saying that about having kids with somebody, knowing that there's really no future, a lot of women, me included, are guilty of that. And the thing is that one thing that we have to pass on to the younger generation so that they benefit those same mistakes is a threesome. No, a bald-headed ass baby is gonna make his ass stay.
How we get to calling the babies bald-headed?
I don't know.
I'm saying, like,
but that, so I mean, that's on some other shit, like, because all right, so I'm gonna unpack. Hold on, wait. I'm going, because you see, when you said that just made me had to, like, hold on, wait, we gotta talk about this shit. So I'm gonna unpack this shit. So first of all, to your point, Jay, I understand what you mean, and I can see how that can fall into that classification. But I also feel that at the time when you're saying it, if you have the best of intentions and you mean what you're saying, then I don't think that's being like a future faker versus this is what I'm planning out for the future. Now, at the same time, when you planning out for the future, you shouldn't be putting it on certain specific milestones.
I agree with you now. Yes.
Because, and that's what someone told me, one of my great uncles told me a long time ago. You can't plan for shit, just do it.
Right.
And work it out from there.
Sean, that was my justification. Like, that was the thing.
No.
Right? But I'm with you now. Yes.
I understand that. I understand that. Trust me. I understand that. And I'm just talking to your points.
Right.
This is really for those younger people that can listen in here and say, yo, because if that's what you want to, go ahead and do it. Don't fuck, because if you fuck around, you're gonna be the one that's brokenhearted and hurt in the end.
Yeah.
Although you had every good intention in the world.
Right.
And you meant every fucking thing you said. But because you didn't make a decisive choice at that moment, you're going to be one brokenhearted, and it's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah, very true, Sean. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, well, that goes to the point of why we do this, right? Because the hope is that somebody will take what we're saying and learn from it, implement their own healing and their own change. Because in the moment, I genuinely believed my own, I don't even want to say lies, but I believed what I was saying. It was real in the moment. And it wasn't until I took time to disengage from that, and because I realized I had grown and changed a lot, and I was no longer compatible with the person, right? And so and anytime I leave a relationship, I always take time to be single and be still. And in those moments when I sat with the honesty, and my friends were able to reflect, like, for real? Y'all ain't never heard me talk about it? Because in my mind, I was I was, I was being legit.
Everything but that.
Right. Exactly. I was like, oh, damn. Like that's the you know. And I used to get accused of that in college all the time. Like, Jay, you a dude in a girl's body. That was such an insult to me back then, but I get it now. Like,
but that's
y'all don't be like us. Do better than we did.
Right, and I guess that's what I really wanted us to talk about this for was because hindsight is 2020. Don't wait until you 40, 50 to get the lessons, especially if somebody's trying to let you know the lessons so that you don't have to go through these things the way we went through them and learn these things the way we learned them. Because I dealt with a lot of time wasters and I've been guilty of being a time waster for other people. I was a time waster because if you know you're not emotionally available, you definitely need to not date somebody who says that they want a future.
Yeah.
You know? And then if you Jay Manish, he's so funny. And then the other thing is that and if you know that you only like the chase, then get rid of that toxicity first. Like try to figure out what it is. Is it that you want to be caught? You want to run until you get caught? You want to be desired? What is it? And then so sometimes it is that, Sean.
No. What I'm saying is you never know what it is till it is what it is.
Well, you gotta go to therapy.
Because you could be out here like I'm chasing, then you meet that fucking one that you like, oh shit, I want to give you everything. Let's do this. And then when that one fucks you up and breaks your fucking heart, then you back out here. I'm chasing. So you never know what it is till it is what it is. And my whole main point that I wanted to get to at the beginning of the conversation, but it just went awry. Anyway, you gotta know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. So you gotta have conversations so you know. So when you talking to someone, when you're dealing with someone, and you gotta have real conversation. You can't just be bullshit. Because you gotta understand their mentality. So there's certain questions you ask that when you get a certain answer, you're like, oh shit, you crazy as fuck. Okay, all right, I know how to deal with you. So you got to know what questions to ask to get what and what responses you get will determine on what level you deal with that person with. Because some people just a little crazy. Okay, I can deal with that level of crazy.
Yeah.
But then again,
crazy cards first.
That's what. No. It's certain questions you ask because when you ask a certain question, like what's your favorite ice cream, and when somebody busts out like I like pistachio Rocky Road, you like, oh shit, okay, that's crazy. So you crazy.
Pistachio Rocky Road.
I like pistachio and I like Rocky Road.
Exactly. And see how you answer that? You see how you answer that? I like pistachio and I like Rocky Road. You ain't say I like pistachio Rocky Road.
Oh.
I don't get
it. So that was an example, but
they don't
exactly
go to the top.
Exactly. It's certain questions you ask where you be like, okay, all right, I see where you at. And it all depends on knowing yourself as well, because certain people could deal with a certain level of shit.
Yeah.
So it depends on both people. But you gotta ask those nitty-gritty questions. You gotta get down to it. Like, when you be like, what's your favorite couple? Blurple. Like, the fuck is Blurple? What the fuck? Okay, I can't deal with that. Because I don't even know what that is.
Maybe that's what it is. If she can't talk, then you got other problems.
You ain't say fuchsia. You said blurple. Like, what the fuck is that?
If she enunciate her words, that's already a red flag to run in the other direction. Like,
now, I mean, some people got lisps, so you can't hold that against them. They got a lisp.
Blurple, lisp.
and
Y'all not
sometimes
taking my brownie points to get into heaven. Nope.
sometimes the list is sexy, but when they say some crazy shit,
Right.
No. Sir, you are not getting me knocking at the gates of hell. No. Keep it moving on.
So the lesson.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what the lesson is for this one.
And what's the lesson?
A future isn't real until it happens. Pay attention to actions and not just words. Because some people are good talkers.
Very true.
They're salesmen.
Very true.
And nobody sells anything like they sell ass.
Well, and see, that's the thing too, because
I'm just saying.
No. I feel you on that. But that's why I've never paid for ass a day in my life, and I never will. Now we can go out on a date and not have sex, and I pay for the date all day long because I don't give a fuck, because that's just what I'm gonna do. That's just to get to know you. Now, when I talk to you, whether we go out on a date or not, when I talk to you to get to know you, I'm going to figure out your mental.
Mm-hmm.
And based on your mental, I'm trying to see what's up. And if it ain't happening, that's cool. I ain't mad at you.
Okay.
I ain't everybody cups of tea. Everybody ain't my cup of tea.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But we could be cool. But if you put me in a position where I see you just trying to use me, or you trying to do this, or you trying to do that, my grandma always told me, you leave them where you find them.
Right. Listen,
And I live by that rule. Exactly.
Sometimes you find them next to the trash, and they shouldn't have.
and that's where you need to leave them at. Like, oh shit, I tried to polish you up, but I see that ain't gonna happen. So get back out there.
Okay, so why was he on the same page? You be trying to take in the trash and clean it up. It's still trash.
Because sometimes you can find a diamond in the rough.
No.
Cuban.
No, I am not co-signing bullshit. If they sitting next to the trash, it's because somebody else has already discovered the bullshit, the Hellcat, and the crate.
Somebody didn't understand their worth.
Don't keep believing that somebody
understand their worth.
Somebody else's trash is your treasure. Don't believe that.
Now, we're not talking about somebody get bruised up a little bit. Everybody gets a bruise at some point in their life. Right. We're talking about if you see crazy sitting on the side of the road, leave their ass where you fucking found them. Right. That's the problem that too many women have. You trying to pick up trash and fix it and invest all your time and money into it, and then you mad when you fix him up and he turn around and leave. I've heard that story too many times. Ladies, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for no.
Right.
I mean, if they say 1, 2, 3, 10, then yeah, that's crazy. But if they trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then maybe somebody else didn't say they were. But that you gotta have conversation to find that shit out. That's all I'm saying. You gotta talk to the. Now if they first impression is like, oh shit, this motherfucker crazy, then walk away. They might not be, but that's their first impression. Walk away.
Go by your gut feeling.
Right. That's what I was just gonna say. Your gut instinct.
Yep. If your gut tells you to run, just run. Don't ask no questions. Just run.
Trust your instinct. The only time I've had hardship in my relationships and had some bullshit is when I did not listen to myself. Yep. Trust your instinct. Because no. Mm-mm. Be that as it may, y'all, I'm hungry. I need to go find food. Anything y'all want to throw out here before we wind this up tonight?
So we will be changing our schedule a little bit.
Again.
We
love y'all, so we making it work.
Yep, we try and make it work. So we may pick another day.
We'll put an announcement on the channel, y'all. So just make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you get that update. Make sure that you click like on this video before you jump off tonight. My challenge to you is click that like button.
Like
make
and
sure
share.
the night is over. Make sure you click that link and share this out, because if you're not sharing, do you really like them? Is what I'm saying. Do you
That
really
part.
think about
If you ain't sharing, you ain't caring.
facts?
And you make
Do
sure you
this,
like
people.
all the videos, y'all. See, y'all be jumping off before you like these videos and stuff. I see you. I've been watching.
Oh.
I see you.
Gypsy says she synced y'all. She synced
y'all.
y'all. Wait, Jason said, what if they tell you too tall because I need to fight you? I don't want to take a L. Wait.
Yeah, I don't understand what he mean.
Because I said I don't like them tall because, you know.
Yeah.
I'm taking no L.
He's talking about what Gypsy said. She don't like them too tall in case she got to throw them elbows and them flying kung fu.
I can't throw bows up there.
You better go get that Billy Blanks tape and be jumping around.
See, after a certain age, you know, the leg don't go up as high as it used to.
Oh my God.
And kids, if you don't know who Billy Blanks is, just Google him and you will see.
I know who Billy Blanks is, and you know, you know that I got a new knee, and I be scared to fall on it.
I said the kids.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah, the kids need to look up Billy Blanks.
Yeah. So that being said, y'all, we will see you next week. We'll tell you what day. Just like she said, subscribe, like and share. And yeah, we'll see you next week. But in the meantime, read a book, read a motherfucking book. No, I'm sorry.
We love y'all.
Y'all go find my video. Like for real. That video is so funny. I love that video. It's called Read a Book. It's probably like 20 years old. And go find it. And then
on the rights or the lyrics to that song.
Yeah,
maybe I'm gonna have to go look it up because I don't know. But it's on, you like it, I love it.
Well, wait, I'm gonna throw it in the chat.
She gonna put it in the
chat. And Jay, you gotta put it in the public chat for them.
I will. I was gonna say we can't play it because YouTube will start blurring it out. So we can't play it, but we'll put it in the chat.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace out, homies.